Somebody was DMing us talking about the Britney drama. Have you seen the latest?
No, there's Britney drama?
Not drama. She released pictures of full frontal on the internet.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that like, do you think that was part of her like conservatorship, is she wasn't allowed to post fully nude?
Yeah.
So she's like, oh man.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
This is, hold on, where am I? It's been a while since we've done this.
Is this are we on?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Of course. Of course. All right. Okay. Welcome. 2022. Gonna get this going. I'll put this, I want to be able to see this. Make sure this is off.
It is.
Welcome to the start of 2022. This is gonna serve as the official 2021 recap stream. Welcome back. It's been a few weeks. Happy New Year.
Yep.
Hope you're staying safe.
I'm guaranteed.
Hello, Stone Wolf Outdoors. We're gonna actually, I say this every time.
Smoky Bees Naturals there.
Oh, Smoky Bees.
Arcana,
Yeah. All right.
Joanna's
The usual
Wolfie.
crew's coming in. All right. Welcome back. It's been a hot minute since we've done this.
Yeah.
You're just getting exposed to COVID left and right.
I bet 20% of the people that listen to this will have had or have Omicron.
Yeah. I would take those odds. I read something, and we're gonna do an Omicron live stream
Where we get Omicron?
Yeah, but I've been watching the data coming out of the UK right now, because they're a few weeks ahead of us. 1 in 10 people in London has COVID right now. 10%. You know, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be that bad in like New York City here. I don't know, maybe it will be. But I was like 1 in 10, and then like nationwide, it was like 1 in 20 have it. So 5% of the country actively has COVID right now.
Yeah, I know so many people. I know so many people.
I know a lot of people that had it in December. I don't know that many people that have it right now.
I know. Yeah.
Like a lot?
Uh-huh.
Is it serious? Yeah, everyone I know got it's like super mild.
No. Okay, like serious as in it's like awful flu.
Serious is like you getting hospitalized is what I say.
No, not So not hospitalized.
Okay, but like bad.
Yeah,
flu.
Yeah, just like flu. I guess.
Okay, we're gonna do an Omicron live stream. We could stay this Omicron. But one thing that we were talking about just before this went live. All right, so something hilarious.
It's good.
It's good. What do you want to tell people what you're drinking?
That's the Widowmaker.
The Widowmaker?
The Lucky 13.
The Widow Jane.
Widow Jane. Yeah.
Widowmaker would be a good name for a bourbon, though.
Yeah. No, it's the Widow Jane Lucky 13. And oddly
enough,
is it
actually called Lucky 13?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can get the 10-year readily available now in Ohio.
Really?
But not the 13.
10-year for
$70.
Oh, it's great bourbon.
I'd rather pay the 25 more and get the Lucky 13. It's way better.
Yeah, but you can't get it.
No.
But I'm trying to think if the 10-year was readily available, would I buy it all the time for $70? I probably wouldn't. 70.
It's good. Cheap. It's I don't know.
No. So what Andy and I were talking about right before this is like a week ago, I noticed like a really big subscriber bump for our channel. Yeah. It was like really random. Like, what's going on? Oh, whatever. And then a couple days keep going forward, and like we're getting a lot of subscribers. I'm like, what is going on? So I'm not going to say what, but a certain episode of the Backcountry BSing live stream podcast is blowing up right now. It's actually our 12th or 13th. Oh my God. It's actually our 12th or 13th most watched video of all time. It's one of our podcasts.
Yeah.
Did you know that? It's like 12th most watched video of all time on our channel. It's one of our live stream podcasts.
It's great.
And it's gotten like 10,000 views in the last week. So I won't tell you guys what it is. You can go look through the catalog and find it. It's pretty obvious. And so Andy right now, another thing,
somebody DM'd us. I had no idea this was going on.
So Andy's showing me racy pictures of Britney Spears right now, which we're not going to show, so I don't get demonetized. What's going on with Britney?
So somebody,
Is that what she posted?
Yeah.
I mean, she put little hearts over it.
Or maybe that was, I don't know. But somebody DM'd me and was like, on your next live stream, you better be talking about this
She
Britney
looks
drop.
a little busted. She looks like she's been through some. I mean, she looks good. Well, so all right. So what happened?
I don't know. She just posted naked pictures of herself.
But full frontal.
Yeah.
On Instagram? You can't do that on Instagram.
I don't know where she posted it. But Instagram does not allow...
Instagram does not allow full frontal nudity.
not the first time. It says semi-naked. Whatever.
Those are not semi-naked pictures right there.
Somebody posted semi-naked pictures on Instagram. Who does that?
The best is it reminds me of where it's like, she posted naked pictures. Where? Like, where, you gotta tell me. Like, I need to like, what website? Is it on Instagram? No. I remember those pictures.
Yeah. I don't know.
How old is she? She older than us? She like my age?
No, she's
late
older.
30s.
I don't know. But anyways.
Okay.
She did.
You know what else?
I was like, all right.
You know what else
whatever.
has been hot in the news, which I was hoping to get your hot take on, is the Theranos trial.
Oh, I'm ready to give some hot takes. I actually educated myself on this today.
Yeah.
I listened to some interesting commentary. I was following the trial here and there, but the next, her business partner, Sonny, his trial starts in a couple weeks.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So she was convicted on like 3 of the 8 charges that were brought against her. And
okay. Do you know what ones they were?
It had to do
fraud.
Yeah, it had to do with money laundering and lying to investors, defrauding investors. So they were all that. There were charges brought against her around like actual like I don't know what the term is, but like felonies towards like end user customers who were getting blood draws and wrong results. But she was not convicted of those because the jury felt that she was too far removed.
So is she going to jail?
Well, this yes.
Okay.
Well,
how long is she going to jail
hold on.
for?
She hasn't been sentenced yet, but this is where kind of the speculation is like what's she going to get sentenced to? So, John Kerry Root, who is the one who originally exposed everything, who wrote the book Bad Blood.
Is that the
Wall Street Journal or
the general's grandson?
No,
that was the whistleblower.
This guy's a journalist.
Okay.
He broke the whole story. He wrote the book. He has the podcast.
Okay.
He's guessing sentenced to 5 years in prison, serves 3.
Really?
Yeah, a bunch of other. By the way, there's still more charges that are going to be brought.
Isn't that
against her.
great? You can literally defraud people out of billions of dollars, and you just go to jail for 2 years.
Yeah, and then other people
that's America.
Other people are like literally thinking that like due to COVID and like not wanting to put people in prison for like violent crimes, they think like house arrest. Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know.
I kind of agree with that mentality. Like we got enough people in prison. Like let's only put the people in prison that are violent. But then like she got pay. I mean, something bad has to happen.
What was interesting too was they're talking about her legal defense team. It was like they speculate that her legal defense costs like $19 or $20 million. And it was like it was like one of the best like formed legal defense teams. And the jury's just like, no. Yeah,
how does she pay for that? She doesn't have any money anymore.
Yeah, she probably banked a lot. I mean, most of her wealth when she was a billionaire was tied up in stock.
None of it was liquid.
But I'm sure she had a significant amount that she like liquidated. I'm sure her salary.
And then you think she has to pay back a bunch of money now.
Well, this is the thing. So there are more like federal lawsuits, or not. There are more federal charges that will most likely be brought against her, and then additionally all the civil cases. Like for example, all these hedge funds that she defrauded.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they're gonna be suing her.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of jury rulings, the Ahmaud Arbery ruling came out today. Those dudes are going to jail for the rest of their lives. No parole. Remember Ahmaud Arbery, the dude in Georgia that was running?
No. I saw that. I was confused because I saw when the jury came out with the conviction.
They did the sentencing today.
Okay.
They got convicted like a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw the conviction.
So
what was their sentencing? Life?
So it's 3 dudes. They all got life in prison. 2 of the dudes got no parole.
Yeah, the other dude was probably.
Is he the driver?
No, the cameraman.
No, the cameraman didn't get. He didn't get charges, right?
Yeah, he did.
Really?
Yeah. He got charged.
I thought just the dudes who shot him got charged.
There's 2 guys,
Yeah.
father and son. And
Yeah,
the
yeah,
cameraman was the 3rd guy. He got charged and convicted.
Was he helping them?
He was
Oh,
filming.
I thought he was just an innocent bystander filming it. Okay. I mean, he clearly wasn't an innocent bystander.
He was. I forget what the video, but he was filming them and yelling at them like that's him, and he was trying to film it all to protect them.
Oh, okay. Yep. Well, he'll probably get parole in like 20 years.
I don't know
how it works.
Yeah, they all got convicted. Yeah.
I'll go through some of these comments. We will recap 2021. Don't you worry, folks. It's been a while. We got to get some things off the chest here. Joanna, hey guys from Greenville, South Carolina. That sounds very nice and warm right now. It's currently about 18 degrees outside in Ohio. Girl Plus Dog Adventures is here. Hey.
Colorado.
Yep.
Ben's there.
Ben, he did say that his mom shared our channel, and that's why the channel got so many subscribers. Thanks, Mrs. McMillan.
Yeah, they
Arcana's here. Lockdown 2022. Hey, I do want to do another COVID live stream next week, but
put the Johns Hopkins stuff up there.
I'll tell you. I know the Johns Hopkins. So if you don't know what we're talking about, when this whole thing started, literally almost 2 years ago, we would have these live streams, and I'd put that little John Hopkins little death map up on the screen, and that's where it was like, oh, we got 10 cases here from the cruise ship, and we were locked down for like 13 weeks, and we live stream every Friday. We ain't locking down ever again in Ohio or nationally, so there won't be any official lockdown live streams.
I don't know if the state of Ohio stripped the rights from the governor to do that, but I don't know about how
even Biden. No, there ain't going to be any more lockdowns.
I know.
I was looking. 57 million Americans have had gotten COVID.
Yeah,
out of a population of like 300, 330. So like 1 in 6, 1 in 7, and you and I have not. To our knowledge, got it a lot. I'm pretty sure I got it in February of 2020.
You didn't.
I could make a compelling case for it, but it doesn't matter. All right. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Turtle Crawford. Here we go. Nothing here, but love to be here in my tent at 55 outside. Stonewolf Outdoors 55. I'd kill for that.
Kevin Wedge. Cheers from Michigan.
Cheers from Michigan. Hey, cheers, Kevin. We will be in Michigan soon. Next trip Andy and I are doing, we're going up to Michigan, so excited.
Josh is
Subaru
here.
Josh is here. What's up?
Stonewolf Outdoors. Jim Beam.
I don't have any Jim Beam. Here.
You might have something from Jim Beam.
I got Knob Creek. Is that a Jim Beam? A Jim Beamer? Jim Beam owns a bunch, right?
Yeah, I don't know if that's Knob Creek
or like Angel's Envy. Are they Jim Beam? Isn't Beam one of the big ones?
Yeah, I don't know.
There's Ben McMillan's comment. Scott Foster, hello and good evening to you. Can you share the items you received for Christmas?
Should I get it?
Yeah. All right. Andy's going to get, he's going to get an item we got for Christmas that is backpacking related that everyone's going to laugh. You get a sneak peek. You get a sneak peek at this item that we received for Christmas, specific to hot tenting. Dude, should we throw a battery in it?
Huh?
Should we throw a battery in it? It's not charged. Never mind. It's not charged. It won't work. All right. What you're looking at is the Milwaukee Fuel Hatchet. All right. We've been talking about this. This is a mini chainsaw we got for the hot tent. Oh, there you go. And the battery claims you can saw through 300 pieces of wood on one battery.
How thick?
I highly doubt that. Yeah. This is a good one though. This is like a nice one.
Yeah.
We'll go through other things we got for Christmas. Oh, you should get the gloves.
Oh yeah.
I got a pair up there. Yeah, we got some backpacking stuff. So all right, here's the deal. This weighs about as much as bringing the axe behind me and the silky saw. And the beauty of Andy and I being two people, we can split like this and the batteries, we can split this weight. So anyway, we got this.
We have 2 of them though.
Oh yeah, we each got one. We're probably not going to bring 2 backpacking.
Oh, we're bringing 2.
We might bring 2 backpacking, but this is just a hot tent item, by the way. This is not like I don't know actually. It's kind of really not heavy. It's like 3 pounds.
It was kind of like a funny thing, but it's.
I mean, we're gonna use it.
Oh yeah, we are.
So we got that. And then we also got
we both got new sets of the Giver gloves.
we got the insulated ones.
Yeah, these are the insulated and like fireproof ones. These things are awesome.
I'm taking those as my ski gloves.
Oh,
too.
cool.
They're marketed as a ski glove. So
I love it. Have you seen the advertisements where they're just holding a burning log?
yeah, aren't they nice?
Oh yeah, they're very
They're
nice.
not cheap. But a Giver is a company out in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. It was really good products, and it was started by a guy Andy and I went to high school with. Great guy, great company. They give back all that stuff, and they're like keynote product that they've been making for like 9 or 10 years are these gloves, these leather gloves, and I got the wax coated ones. We got our initials
really nice.
on. They're nice.
Initials and everything.
Yeah. What else did you get for Christmas? You know what I got for Christmas?
I got a bunch of running stuff.
I got a PlayStation 5.
I know.
I'm 35, not too old to keep getting gaming systems, and I love it. What else what other backpacking things did we get for Christmas?
Well, we just got new packs, kind of as a Christmas present.
Oh yeah, we got more new packs. Should we get this? Just go get it. All right, got some more new packs, and you'll get it out. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of packs lately. So we each got the and we have a first look video on this that will be out very soon. These are the new Light AF Ultra frame full suspension packs. They're pretty sweet. God, you smell that Ultra plasticky stuff?
Like what? 60 liters.
61 liter pack, fully framed, hip belt, the works. Yeah, we got a video that will be out on that in the next few weeks. We're actually taking them out backpacking very soon, and then we got a first look video. This is fun. I didn't think about going through our Christmas gifts. Yeah. What else did you get? We got a lot of stuff.
I got like some running stuff and clothes and stuff.
Yeah, I got some clothes. I got a ski helmet.
That's good.
Yeah, some skiing stuff. But anyway, good stuff. Good question.
Yeah.
All right. People are picking up on what Backcountry BSing episode it was.
Yeah.
Leslie loves to hike, saying, "Oh, the Britney things were on Instagram, but she censored it with the emojis. So what you showed me
Was actually what it was.
it? Okay, all right, cool. Oh, Britney's 40. Okay, I didn't know that. All right. Oh, an actual backpacking question. Would you rather, from Scott? Would you rather sleep on a 1/8 inch Gossamer pad, a bed of leaves, or on top of sweaty clothing from IB10?
Leaves. Leaves.
You're going leaves over the pad?
Do you know? I've felt that pad before.
I didn't even know they made a 1/8 inch. What is it? I mean, so it's like a sheet of plastic?
No, it's just a tiny sheet of foam.
Really?
Yeah. I'll sleep on the bed of leaves. Now, you're probably not going to get the insulation.
What about the sweaty clothes? This might be thicker than both of those options.
No, I'm not sleeping on Ivy 10.
They probably smell so bad.
Yeah.
What do you know what the R value of that pad is?
It's probably like 3 or 4.
Really? For 1/8 inch?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Maybe. You could just go to Gossamer Gear and look.
Oh wow. Hold on. Sorry. I just skipped ahead a bunch of questions.
Like
Did
that censored
I
comment.
see Restless Outdoors in there?
The fuck?
Sorry. I skipped ahead. Here we go.
She was
Arcana is convicted for defrauding investors but not harming people.
That's
Money.
what I
Yep.
said.
You know, Arcana, the thing to always remember when I think about these sorts of trials is if you recall the 2008 financial crisis where people lost millions and millions of dollars and banks did very, very bad things and nobody went to jail. Nobody went to jail for that, which is crazy to me.
One person's gone to jail.
Are you talking about Bernie Madoff?
Mhm.
Yeah, he's not part of the subprime lending. He wasn't dishing out bad mortgages.
No, but he's the reason I have a job.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. All right. Okay. Scott, what are your thoughts on the recent documentary Don't Look Up? That's fine. Have you watched it yet?
No, but
Really?
But
you haven't watched it?
No, but one of the producers of that film is a journalist, an independent journalist.
True story. The guy who created that film, Adam McKay, also did
I know Adam.
The Big Short.
Yeah.
We were just talking about the financial crisis.
No.
If you've never seen The Big Short, by the way, one of the best movies ever. And if you're curious what the 2008 housing crisis collapse was, that movie paints it very, very well.
Yeah. But anyways,
it doesn't paint it well. It does a good job of describing what happened.
One of the producers is an independent journalist that's been I've listened to his stuff for a while. Actually, he's pretty he's like more of like a progressive guy, but he pitched it was a really interesting backstory. He pitched the idea, like him and Adam McKay are friends, and he pitched it to kind of like how do you make like a movie about like serious concerns about the environment, but also like making fun of
chainsaw on the table,
making fun of media, making fun of basically media and
they did a good job.
And politicians.
Did you know that Adam McKay and Will Ferrell had like a falling out
over John C. Reilly?
Yeah, so you know about this.
Mm-hmm.
Allie was telling me about this. What was the deal?
Adam,
like Will Ferrell wanted him cast and stuff?
No. Will Ferrell wanted a role of this basketball coach. There's a movie coming out.
Are you talking about the Tropic Thunder movie?
No. There's a movie.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, there's a movie. It's a basketball coach or a football coach, and it's Adam McKay's movie. And he offered the spot to John C. Reilly, and Will Ferrell wanted it, and that's what.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a real fallout.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, John C. Reilly's great.
I know.
He's probably a better actor than Will Ferrell. Not as funny though. All right. Good question. I do think Don't Look Up is a good movie.
I haven't seen it yet. It's breaking all sorts of records.
It's a good movie. Great acting.
All-star cast.
If you think about like it's all right. So like the movie's trying to make a very political statement.
Yeah, and that's the point, by the way.
And it is the point of the movie. And like, I agree with the political statement they're trying to make. Some might not. So that's kind of it's a movie about something, but they're really trying to make a political statement, honestly. And they're laying it on thick. I know. But it's a good movie from like a movie standpoint. Acting's really good. It has a ton of famous people in it. Jonah Hill is really good in it. Meryl Streep is very good in it. What's his face? DiCaprio is really good in it. They're all really good in it.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah. All right. Cameron Young said
flew through Columbus, but didn't see you guys. Correct.
Flew through Columbus, man. What were you doing here? Stonewolf, I watched it, but it was so bad. I like how you're calling it a documentary. That is actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
Restless is here. All right, buddy.
Can I give you the best of 2021 camp chairs?
I'd like to know the best of 2021 camp chairs. Did you see Helinox makes a ground chair?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't know if it's any lighter though. Turtle Crawford, my truck is broke down in Heath, Ohio. Crappy start to 2022. Yeah, man, that sucks. You're not starting off on a good note there.
Omicron live.
Yeah, I think the Omicron live stream might be next week. I got a lot of COVID spots.
Yeah. Brian says cameraman put them all in prison. It's true.
Yeah, very true. And he's going to prison with
himself. Yeah. When you guys
actually don't know the I vaguely know the details of that guy's death, but I don't really. I just know
awful.
He was. I know. I just know he was running and they shot him with a shotgun. That's all I know.
They chased him down. I
don't know the real details.
They chased him down in a pickup truck, and one of the son was in the back.
This is the one in Georgia.
Yeah. It's awful. Just gunned him down, cold blood.
Just murdered him. Yeah. So they're going to jail.
Yeah. And the best is they're like, people are like, well, he was supposedly like breaking into houses or something like that, or like walking through construction sites. And it's just like,
I thought he was like literally like on a jog.
Well, he was jogging. He was.
Yeah, but his intent was like he was jogging.
Right. They have him on security camera a few times, I guess, in a construction site. And so people
on the same jog.
Yes.
Regardless, it doesn't mean he should get shot.
Right. And so like people are like he was in a construction site, like looking through a house. I was like, okay, so does that mean you chase somebody down with a truck and murder them?
All of these things. The same thing with the cop body camera footage we have now. Speaking of, all these things happen. The cop that thought she pulled the taser, shot the guy, killed him. She got sentenced as well.
Yeah, and I mean,
know what though? She's going. She got manslaughter.
Yeah.
So she's not going to prison for the rest of her life. She hasn't been sentenced yet, but she'll probably go to prison for like 15 or 20 years.
Yeah.
That whole thing is so screwed up to me. And that is on camera.
That's disturbing.
But anyway, my whole thought was like, imagine how much stuff because of smartphones and cameras now. Like all this stuff happened in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s.
Aliens.
Like all this stuff.
Aliens. All the footage from the destroyers and stuff. And the
aliens are real.
I
was thinking about that yesterday too. Like aliens, I'm pretty sure are real. Like the government has basically admitted it.
UFOs are for sure real.
UFOs are 100% real, and nobody seems to care. All right, what else we got here, Lucas? When are you guys going to Oregon? True story. We had an Oregon trip ready to go like 2 years ago. It just didn't happen.
If you watch Bryce's videos when he went to Oregon,
Bryce went out there.
He did 2 trips. Those were 2 trips that I actually planned the routes on.
We would love to go to Oregon. In fact, this past summer when the TRT trip got bombed because of the wildfires, we tried to make Oregon happen. It didn't. Would love to go to Oregon though. I've never actually been there ever. Josh is enjoying the live stream on his big screen TV. Nice, Josh.
Mike Ghost says, going to the UP again?
No, Mike. We're going to the LP. Unfortunately, we just don't have. I would prefer to go to the UP, but it's just so far.
Yeah. Scott Foster, as the world of ultralight continues to evolve, where do you see the super ultralight backpacking community in 10 years? Will we just shove our gear in our pockets and forego backpack? You know what's funny about that?
What? That'd be cool.
They had I remember like years
a big fanny pack.
Well, I remember like years and years and years ago when I was on Backpacking Light, there was like a challenge to just bring your gear in your pockets. And like people were doing it, like wearing like cargo pants and stuff. They're stuffing like in the middle of summer, like bringing like a sheet or something.
What do you think though? Like 20 years from now? Like, what do you think?
It's all fabric. It's all fabric.
But fabric, you can only make fabric so light, right? Like, what's going to be the next?
It's going to be lighter nylon, lighter plastic.
I'm trying to think of like what, like when the canister stove was invented. You know, that had to be a huge leap in technology.
That was like World War I, like just pressurized gas.
But anyway, it was a big leap over like making fire. You know what headlamps? They've made a big leap in the last like 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, headlamps used to have the big mining headlamps, you know. Yeah. Now we've got these little 1 ounce things. Like what?
No, I think as
like you can only make a backpack so light.
No, you can keep going. I mean, I think the trend is just over time.
What about like shelters?
I mean, somebody will figure out a way, like in like 5 years, it will be common that a normal like ultralight shelter that holds 2 people will be 16 ounces.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like what's the heaviest thing in the gear and what's going to happen to make it lighter. You know, I mean,
think of the heaviest.
Cooking's always heavy. Water filters. No. What about like a super lightweight water filter?
Yeah, I mean,
I could see that.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, the heaviest pieces of your gear are like the big 3, big 4. So your pack, your bag, your pad, and your shelter. And those are where like huge like advances in like weight savings due to materials.
It's interesting though, because you know, like 30 years ago, no one thought you'd ever get lighter than a canvas tent. Like in World War II, when they were using canvas tents, they're like, it's not going to get any lighter than this.
I don't think that they were thinking about that.
They're probably like, we're probably going to die out here or something.
This is awful.
That's probably what they were thinking about.
This is terrible.
All right. Yeah, we got the chainsaw, baby. All right. Yes, this is a Friday the 13th chainsaw. That's funny. Hey, man, listen, it weighs the same as an axe and a silky saw. And it can potentially do the work of both of those things, and it's way easier.
Between the gloves and the chainsaw, you guys look like serial murderers.
That is true. That's funny.
Carrie said, "Wow, you guys definitely got on the good list. Sure did."
Yeah, we had a good Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah, you told me an R value of 3 to 4. There's no way. Like a real sleeping pad has that R value.
Brian says the thin light is estimated at 0.5. Wow, I was way off.
So what's the even point of that?
I don't know. At that point, I don't know.
Yeah. Girl plus dog. Are the wives doing the hot tent theater? True story. I might get my wife in the hot tent. The only way, well, I say this, my wife did a really, really cold winter trip like 3 or 4 years ago. She went to Zaleski in like the 15 degrees in your war bonnet hammock.
Wow. That's impressive.
But the only way I could get her,
cold.
would your wife do a hot tent?
Mm-mm.
It's kind of fun.
It's kind of fun, but I think the answer would be no.
I mean, it's not cold.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. All right. What gear upgrades are you looking at for the 2022 season? Well, we just got new packs.
Yeah, the packs we got are for hauling though. For hauling gear, a lot of.
We
gear.
got new. We're gonna use new shoes.
Yeah, definitely.
We got the Hoka Speed Goat 4s. We actually ran our last ultra marathon in them, but I think we're both gonna make those shoes
awesome.
Backpacking shoes. It's kind of an upgrade.
Yeah.
What else?
I was looking into new rainwear this year.
Yeah. That's a good one. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Put some recommendations in there that are light, not the heliums twos,
And not like $800.
Yeah.
Like Arc'teryx.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Sean, have you had much snow in your area yet? Yeah, Sean, we got like half inch yesterday. It's super cold right now. It's like 14 degrees outside, so it's like we're getting our cold snap of the year, but no snow. Like a week ago, it was like 60 degrees, which I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty nice.
It was okay.
I mean, not to get into global warming, but like we're getting South Carolina's climate over the next like 40, 50 years, I think is what they tell me. And I'm like, I'm okay with that. I am. It's going to be a little wetter.
Yeah.
But like, I'll take 50. I mean, on Christmas Day here, it was 62 degrees.
And rainy.
And like, we grew up in Ohio. For the first 15 years of our life, we had like 3 feet of snow on Christmas. And now it's in the 60s. And I don't hate it. Okay. 2022 trip plans. We should talk about that. You're doing Isle Royal and you're stoked. That's awesome, DC. Very jealous. We'll probably do a 2022 trip plans live stream. We usually do a video, but it kind of makes a good live stream. We're going to Michigan very soon. We'll probably definitely do something out in California this summer. But other than that, we're talking about it. We've got some things in the air, but we have not finalized the 2022 trip plans.
Yeah.
Koros, the sisters area near Bend. That seems to be very popular.
Arcana.
Aliens are real. Get your vaccine so you are more palatable. Hey, I got my booster 3 days ago. I'm boosted. I'm triple Moderna. By the way, you're triple Moderna too, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm boosted as well.
You know, people don't want to talk about it, but Moderna's the better one.
I know.
If you like read the studies, which I do, like I do not give a shit what the CDC says anymore. I do not care. I'm going to get political. I do not care mainly what public health people say. I kind of do. I care what the scientists say and the papers they're publishing based on the vaccines, which is what I read because they're free. You can read them. They're like usually in New England Journal of Medicine or something. You can read these papers. I care what the scientists are saying. And the scientists are saying Moderna's the way to go. I mean, it seems to show. I don't know about Omicron. I have not read. They just released a paper looking at Moderna boosters' effectiveness against Omicron, which I have not read. But if you look at longevity of antibody response, Moderna beats Pfizer a little bit there.
You know what's pissing me off lately?
What's pissing you off lately? I do want to know.
So, depending on like which scientist
the CDC, that pissing you off lately?
No, I love the memes lately.
The CDC's become a joke.
Well, no.
I'm pro science.
No, what are you going to say? You're anti-science?
Some people are.
No, what I'm saying is like, when I'm listening to all these different people make cases for whatever things, they all bash other data sets that are published by other groups, and so now it's just like, well, which data set is okay?
You gotta see. This is where you gotta filter.
Which medical journal? No, they're all bashing. They each bash different medical journals.
You gotta pick the better journals.
Well, that's the thing.
They
all bash different ones.
Here's what's happening in science right now. As someone who used to do this for a living, COVID. Okay, so if you're a scientist, right? If you're a scientist, whatever, the more papers you publish, the better your career is. So you're incentivized to publish stuff. COVID is like, open range for publishing stuff. You can publish anything on like not everything, but like there's so much experimenting you do with COVID. You can publish anything. So there's like, if you look at how many scientific papers have been published on COVID since this started, like thousands of papers have been published. Well, so you got to be like, okay, scientists, they're wrong sometimes, and sometimes studies aren't done properly, and sometimes, as we've seen, sometimes studies get published and they get retracted because the data was done poorly. So you got to filter through it, you know?
Well, the best is like,
you can't just be like, okay, this was published by a scientist, it's real.
No, it's deeper than that. It's not just like the paper that's published, but like the data that people are using to write these papers. Like that's the part that's frustrating, because like, for example, like there was like a bunch of different podcasts I listened to where they're like, well, all this different data is coming out of Israel, and Israel is known for their
Israel's on Jab 4.
Yeah, but so this group of people are like, Israel's known for their awesome record keeping and like great science, and then this other group
Israel does have great scientists, by the way. They really do have really good scientists.
No, but then this other group of people is like, you can't trust the Israeli data sets. And it's like, so can you trust it? Can you not trust it?
I'm pretty sure you can trust it, but you know, did you listen to the Robert Malone podcast?
Yeah.
They call it Fizreal. Because Pfizer's like up in there. Yeah. And another thing I do
they only had Pfizer.
Yeah. Another thing I do want to, did you see you listen to the Robert Malone podcast?
Yeah.
One thing that you cannot shy away from the fact that these pharmaceutical companies are making so much money from the vaccines.
Hold on.
And that's kind of a problem.
Fun fact about Pfizer too, going back to Elizabeth Holmes.
Yeah.
She was taking the Pfizer logo and putting it on memos to send it to investors.
Oh, like, really?
Like the memos from Pfizer.
This all comes full circle.
Yeah.
No, to your question, I do think Israel, you can probably trust the data that's coming out of Israel.
I don't, and then it's just like you can't trust. Oh man, then it's just like, then people are making a case now like that you can't even trust the data that the pharmaceutical companies are releasing in support of whatever.
Well, so you know what?
Because apparently there are laws around like what type of data you can like you don't have to disclose.
So here's what's really screwed up. And when I was a budding scientist and I found this out, this blew my mind. If I go to publish a paper, I go to the New England Journal of Medicine, I'm like, I'm going to publish a paper and says COVID vaccine does X. Nobody looks at my data.
I know.
Nobody looks at any of the raw data ever.
And that remember those people that came out with those fake papers about homosexuality and dogs?
Like you can publish fake stuff. No one is looking at your data. So you can say whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
And no one's looking at it. And that's, I mean, I get it. They just we don't have the capacity to look at every data point that's generated. We have to take the scientist's word for it. But when the scientists make a lot of money from what they're publishing, you're like, okay, and like, I'm pro-vaccine. I sound like I'm anti-vaccine right now. I'm obviously very pro-vaccine, but like, you can't shy away from the fact that these companies are making billions of dollars off these things. So maybe they're incentivized, probably, I don't know. Anyway, the third shot sucked.
Mine was fine.
I wasn't fine. It was better than the second shot. The other thing, while I'm ranting, they got to make these shots make you not feel like shit, okay? That's a problem. The second shot, you and I, we're laid up in bed all day.
That was awful.
Like, you can't make us feel like shit.
I know. I will never hide the fact that the second shot of Moderna kicked my ass.
And there is literally a zero, as I didn't for this booster. There's a 0% chance I'm getting boosted every 6 months.
Yeah.
I don't think the science supports that for you and I, our age group. I got my booster after 9 months. I feel like I'm good on that cadence, but they're saying now another 6 months. There's no way.
I don't know. You're going to have to really... I need to hear from.
They gotta convince me.
You gotta sell that.
Otherwise, I'm going like 9 or 10 months, guys. Yeah. I'll hide in my house for like month 6 to 10. I won't touch anyone, but I'm not going through that every 6 months. Get out of here. All right.
Oh, and here, hold on. Another vaccine rant. Okay. The vaccine's free. Okay.
It's not free,
but
they charge you health insurance.
Right. It is free, but then your health insurance...
It's not free.
Hold on a second. It is free, But they charge you for the syringe. They charge you for the person who injected it.
I don't think the actual vaccine's free. I think the first ones were. The boosters are not free.
I thought they were.
No. I mean, they're free to us.
Well, I got billed. No, I did not get billed for the.
You won't get
one.
billed, but they're making money.
The government bought all the vaccine.
I think the initial rounds, I don't think the boosters were free. I think you're right about the initial ones. I think the government bought those. But if you listen to the Robert Malone podcast, you know how many vaccines Pfizer sold? Okay, so here's
I've listened to it. There was 3 podcasts in a row I listened
to. Okay, before the vaccines, the most in a year, the most Pfizer had ever sold of a drug was $20 billion of a drug. And it was some drug I'd never even heard of. So before COVID, the most they'd ever sold in a year of a particular drug was $20 billion. They sold $36 billion of vaccine in 1 year.
Yeah, because you have the whole world. Well, I'm sorry, you have the whole developed world buying it.
I know it does. I totally believe that they sold $36 billion, but I'm like,
do you think they've delivered $36 billion worth of vaccine or just taken orders?
Probably just sold 36 billion, probably not delivered 36 billion. First off, though, I'm like, okay, $36 billion and they've given out billions of doses. They're giving these out for like pennies on the dose.
Not to the U.S.
Not to the U.S., but then I'm like, okay, but then I'm like, you got to wade through the
huge. We don't negotiate drug pricing.
Huge, I know, right? I know. It's so stupid. Don't even get me started. Did you listen to that podcast?
Oh, I've listened to it all.
So that podcast, I agreed with everything that dude said.
I've listened to many a podcast about
the pharma industry. I mean, it's not. It doesn't serve our best interest. They exist to create money, and that creates sorts of conflicts of interest when it comes to keeping us from dying. All right. Camp chair talk. Andy Parrish, you're watching this from a hot tent. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Cameron Youngstrom, check out the Sawtooth. I've heard really good things about the Sawtooth, and I've seen really beautiful pictures. That's Idaho, right? Or Montana, Idaho?
I don't know.
I think. See, we pivoted from vaccine like real fast. Oh, we lost the video. I'm bringing it back. Keep it going. Read some more comments.
Yeah. 20 years from now, hike with nothing and have your gear droned in. Yep. Brian C. Yeah, I know. Brian C. says, is the TRT trip off? No, it's not off. It's delayed for hopefully in the future with no fires. But, I mean, it was closed down this summer. It was bad. Real bad. I don't know what you could possibly do to get lighter than Jupiter.
Yeah, he's been posting new content.
Yeah, I saw that.
What is with all these backpacking YouTubers? Not all of them, but they're all going van life.
Oh, it's people were joking about that where there's like a bunch of memes around like it's not enough now to just go through hiking. Like you're not a true hiker trash unless in between through hikes you're living in a van. You know, it's pretty sweet.
And I think because of COVID, you could legitimately work remotely from a van.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not about being unemployed in a van. You know, that doesn't sound
what
appealing.
About just running your YouTube channel, making...
This YouTube channel does not generate enough revenue for me to exist in a van, and I have a child now. So no. But I think because of COVID, if you can get a remote job, I mean, a lot of people work remotely now, and you do it if you're single, do it in a van. That'd be cool. Overhead's real low. All right.
If you
if you want to say lose weight, great point, Core. OAS.
I never.
They're in our stream a lot. Great point, and no one ever wants to talk about that. Which brings up another vaccine-related thing. Did you know? I'm not going to surprise you with this. You want another refill?
No.
I saw a statistic: 78% of everyone hospitalized with COVID is overweight or obese.
I haven't seen that statistic.
I believe it. I mean, I don't know why I believe it, but every time you hear about like the biggest comorbidity is hypertension and being overweight.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't hear about that?
Yeah, I was. Who was saying that? Oh, it was that podcast that it's that dude who was talking about the pharmaceutical industry. he was saying, yeah, the pharmaceutical industry is also obviously real effed up. And,
It is. I used to work in it.
Yeah. And it's real effed up, and we don't negotiate drug prices, and we overpay for everything. But you could solve 80% of your health issues by losing weight.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yep. But once again, when you go to get health insurance or life insurance and you say you smoke cigarettes, guess what? Your premium goes way up.
Yeah.
But if you're overweight or obese, it doesn't really go up. It might go up a little bit, but it doesn't really.
I don't know. They probably do like a BMI.
They do.
Life
It's
insurance.
they do. Most do, but it's nothing relative to the increase in your chances of dying based on that condition.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, all right. Would you rather drink unfiltered water from a muddy stream? Dude, these are great, Scott. Melt some questionable dirty snow, or drink from a found bottle of crisp, clean-looking water from a person who's COVID. Oh, dude, I'm boosted, man. Give me the COVID water.
No. I'm melting snow from a questionable dirty snow.
Okay. Do you think you would get COVID from drinking from a water bottle that somebody had COVID drank from?
No.
I don't think you would.
No,
so
not-
give me the water bottle.
Yeah, that's a good point. Depends on how long the water bottle's
I
been
need to know
sitting
more,
there.
Scott. How long has the water bottle been sitting there? Do they like... Nah. All right.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Following Walker's world, we won't backpack. We'll sit on our fat asses and strap
Do you think they'll have a metaverse?
In the metaverse.
Yes. Do you think they'll have
backpacking in the metaverse? Yes. Oh, Nicholas Harley, love the Speed Goats, dude. Speed Goat 4. I'm glad we're so behind in the comments. Oh my god, I'm glad getting a lot of Speed Goat love. Where are my Speed Goats? They're somewhere. Love that shoe. Great trail shoe. I've not to backpack in them yet, but they're gonna be the backpacking shoe. All right. Oh no. Oh god, I just skipped through all the comments. Oh, and there's all right, we're trying to go through these. All right, I'm going back up. I speak up for climate change would stop if we all lived like Leonardo DiCaprio. You know, hilarious B3.
And then it says, I need a Gulfstream 5.
I know. I do enjoy the comments about how like all these like pro climate celebrities are all flying private jets, and like, you know, the carbon footprint of flying private is so high. I know. Yeah, it's hypocrisy. Nicholas is using an umbrella. That's interesting. I never thought about that. A lot of people use Frog Talk Stone Wolf Outdoors. You've used them.
Scott Foster, can you give us more feedback on this Hoka Speed Goats? They look like a great shoe.
They're a good shoe. They are, as Bryce kind of told us, they're a little squishy on the roads. When you have a really flat surface, they're a little squishy, which I don't mind. I don't know if I'd want to road run in them, but they're a good shoe. They feel like a running shoe. They don't feel like a hiking they don't feel like a backpacking or a hiking shoe. They feel like a running shoe, but they have really good tread.
I still think
they're very comfortable, but they look and feel like a running shoe.
Yeah. I think the Ultras, like the toe box on the Ultras, like wins the battle between the toe boxes.
Yeah, that's a good thing. The Speed Goats are more of a narrow shoe. It's not a wide toe box like the Ultra. That's a good thing to point out.
But I didn't have any issues with the toe box either. But I don't have a wide version.
I have narrow feet, so I don't like all these wide toe box shoes.
I love them.
That's like the rave now.
I love them.
I have really narrow feet, so I really like them. But yeah, they look like a running shoe, but they've got tread like a hiking trail running shoe.
What's the drop on it? 12?
No, it's like 4 or 5 millimeters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not a lot of drop.
Oh.
If you care about that. All right.
Bring the Arc'teryx Beta AR for rain. It's not light. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I have an Arc'teryx rain jacket. It's not light, and in the winter, this is Madamus X.
Yeah,
I bring the Arc'teryx in the winter. AW brings Sam and Miles to Michigan. Unfortunately, neither of them are coming to Michigan, but you know who is going to Michigan? Hold on, Mr. Ban Decker.
red, white, and blue. Here in Southern California, we've had 80 degree on Christmas. This year was nice. Yep.
That's nothing. Core OS, the booster means nothing to Omicron. Now, true story. I did see that Moderna had slight efficacy against Omicron. And honestly, I'll be real with you. I was getting the booster and I was like, should I wait? should I get a booster in a month from now? That's an Omicron booster. And I'm like, nah, I'll just get this one. Corey, yes, we did watch Joe Rogan.
6.
Brian C. That's the Ultra Shoe, right? Lone Peak 6s.
Yep.
What did we have? Lone Peak 4s?
I got 4. I got 5s.
So they're on 6s now?
Yeah.
I'll be curious what those are like. Red, white, and blue boosted, more likely to get Rona. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
DC Scott. Okay, we got a lot of love for the Speed Goats. Love to see it. I will say, the Jerry episode with Robert Malone.
I actually thought
it was good.
I actually thought that one was kind of boring, to be honest.
Yeah, it was boring. The dude talks very boringly.
And the other guy I liked better.
And as someone who's pro-vaccine, I don't like anti-vaccine people, but I don't think Robert Malone's anti-vaccine at all. And more importantly, it was really weird. My old job at Battelle, that dude worked like, I kept seeing like he's involved in work I used to do outside of vaccines. It's kind of interesting.
Hold on, I'll show you the guy who I really enjoyed.
Scott Foster, I received a booster shot of Pfizer 4 weeks ago.
I really liked him.
And have noticed an increased speed in my iPhone as well as 10G technology. I haven't listened to that one yet.
This one's awesome.
Peter McCullough, that dude's definitely anti-vax, isn't he?
No.
All right, I love all the booster comments. Red, white, and blue, natural immunity is better. It is. It is. True story, it is. There's so much money involved. There is a lot of money involved in scientific research for COVID, not the like other 99% of science. There's not money in a lot of that stuff other than cancer. There's a lot of money in cancer.
So SA from North NC says, check out Dr. John Campbell. He does daily update and makes sense. I agree. I've watched a few of them. I listened to the one dude that was on Rogan right when what's his name? Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So Dr. John Campbell. Okay.
Yeah. Is this the same guy? Yeah. This guy. Yeah. I've been watching.
Is he good?
Yeah. I watch his.
All right.
He just analyzes.
People are calling out for you to refill that glass, and these comments are like 10 minutes old. So
no, I'm okay. I do what I want.
All right.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm starting to scroll through these. We're getting a lot of comments. Who cares? What about hiking? Anyone like to visit national parks? We're probably gonna go to this year. Speaking of national parks, when we do our California swing, I want to do redwoods.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's not a national park, right?
I don't.
There's a national park it's in.
I'm not. I have no idea.
Nicholas Hartley, I got the booster free and didn't use health insurance. Might depend on your state. When I got the booster, I had to give him my health insurance information. So yeah. All right. Okay, here we go. All right. I love getting comments that are flagged by YouTube and clicking show. Yeah, basically, they could be giving out COVID shots every year. I like how we're talking about the medical industrial complex. Yep. It did get handed a blank check from the U.S. Treasury. True story. All right. We got a comment about Viagra.
That might be like the Pfizer.
True story. Would you like to hear an interesting story about Viagra?
I saw that they were doing tests on people coming out of comas or something with Viagra lately.
That's not what I was going to tell you, but do you want to hear how Viagra got discovered and developed? It's a very interesting story.
Go for it.
So Viagra is a class of drugs called phosphodiesterase inhibitors, PD inhibitors, and they're developed chiefly as antihypertensive drugs, so drugs against high blood pressure. So they were doing the clinical trial for sildenafil, which is Viagra, which is a PD5 inhibitor. And so they're doing this clinical trial, like we got this drug, sildenafil, we want to use it for hypertension, we're going to do a clinical trial. We got all these. Yeah, pour yourself another bourbon. We got this drug. We want to treat it for hypertensive. We want to, blood pressure, blah, 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 blah. And we're noticing this interesting side effect. A lot of the people that are in the clinical trial that are men are getting boners. And they, I don't remember who's Viagra. Is that Pfizer?
Yeah.
Pfizer pivoted quickly, hardly, no pun intended. And that's how we got Viagra. But it was not developed as a drug for ED. It was developed as a drug for hypertension. And how these drugs work, they dilate your blood vessels. So if you have high blood pressure and you dilate your blood vessels, the blood pressure goes down. If you're a man and you dilate your blood vessels, more blood goes places, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's kind of an interesting story. It's a good story on translational medicine and why if you develop drugs for one reason, you might find a way to use them for another reason. But it's a very interesting story. And whoever figured that out made billions of dollars. Like the clinical trial person who's like, hey, it's not doing a lot for blood pressure, but all the dudes are getting boners.
Sell it.
It's a cool story, I thought. I don't know. It's interesting. All right. What do we got?
I'm just, Johnny Boom says, I'm over watching hiker van life channels and AT through hikers constantly showing what they're eating. We get it. You're hungry and your ramen tastes great.
Speaking of through hikers, did you see Taps on Trails got COVID?
So does what's his face with her?
Yeah, well, they're sucking face all day. That's the love story of 2021. Is Hunter Musgrove and Jessica Taps on the Trail. If you're on Instagram, she had a boyfriend in a house in Texas. Now she's with Hunter. They did the AT together. Now they're doing the Florida Trail, and they both got COVID. Shocking. COVID. All right.
Okay, hold on. Weight ended up in the air with my son. We thought we had disclaimed everyone in New York except for us was overweight. Probably 40 plus people. No lie. Okay.
Wait, where are you? Weight ended up in the air. Oh yeah, dude. Okay, true story. The next 4 weeks is not the time to have to go to the hospital. I understand accidents happen, but Omicron surge is expected, and it looks like it's going to peak in the next 3 weeks, at least in Ohio. Probably in the rest of the U.S., but the next 3 to 6 weeks, you do not want to have to go to the hospital.
If you were forced to do van life for 6 months, would you rather do it with your brother, your wife, or Ivy Tat in the 6 months? Not with Ivy Tat.
Not with Ivy Tat in a 6 month long bad mood. I do it with you. Would I do it with you over my wife? My life would be easier with you. Definitely. Climate change. There are seashells in the high desert here in Southern California. Just saying.
Yeah, that's because that used to be an ocean. I mean,
I don't know how to read that comment.
Same with
is that a pro climate change comment?
I don't know.
Or an anti climate change comment?
Yeah, some of the also wasn't it Montana was also a giant ocean.
Dude, we're getting a lot of love for the speed goats still.
Super happy changed this.
The Hoka speed goats. They're a great shoe.
Oh my God. If you guys want a hot tent location, I own property that borders Tully's.
Cameron, are you serious? All right, we might hit you up. Good for you.
Kings Canyon, Sequoia.
Yeah, core. That's the national park where the redwoods are. Kings Canyon. Yeah. I think we're gonna hit that up this year. It's only a few hours from our sister's place.
Yeah, see, this is interesting. Girl plus dog says redwoods is not great for hiking, backpacking. Try Ray Lakes Loop.
Okay, that's great.
That's the one that everybody does.
Thank you for that. Awesome. Yeah, so we're looking basically every year now. We do a trip out by where our sister lives in Reno, Nevada, which is Northern California, and Kings Canyon Redwoods is in that area. And I've never done the sequoias. I've never done the big ass trees. I'd like to do that. So we're going to do that this year, but that won't be our big trip. That'll be a few nights.
The permitting requirements for national parks makes it tough. So again,
true story.
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah. The permitting requirements for at least those national parks that I've noticed are lottery systems, and you got to be flexible, and it can be a pain in the ass, especially if you're looking to go during a popular time like Labor Day, which is, the out west prime backpacking season is August, September, and because of work schedules, Labor Day tends to be, it's a pain. I get it. What do we got here? All right. Yeah. Andy poured himself some more. All right. I like it. I told one of my friends I was doing this. I told Eric, I was like, I'm live streaming tonight. He's like, is this one of the ones where I can pay you $100 to drink shots of bourbon? I was like, this is not one of those ones. Maybe we should do another one of those though.
Oh no.
Yeah, okay. Everyone's saying you do. We're so far behind. That was a long time ago. Kevin knows a lot about ED. No, true story. I was a scientist for many years, not anymore. And when what I used to study, which was not related to ED at all, we actually looked at sildenafil and a few other PD inhibitors as treatment for the disease I was looking at. That's how I know about that.
Ewoks.
What?
Ewoks live in redwoods.
Is that where they filmed it, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they got permits to do that.
Well, that was in the 70s.
Have you been watching the Book of Boba Fett?
Great.
I know.
Love it.
It's so much better than Mandalorian, by the way.
It's good. I liked Mandalorian. It's good.
Mandalorian
I liked it.
got boring.
Book of Boba Fett. I've only seen the first 2, right? There's only 2?
Yeah, there's only 2. It's
Second episode was real good.
Second episode's
And I'm a big fan of Tusken Raiders.
I know. Dude, the Tusken Raiders are like the main stars in like these.
I know. And
have you seen all the memes of Boba Fett with the Tusken Raiders where they're playing EDM music, where they're doing.
No. You know what I was thinking though? The dude who plays Boba Fett, like,
that's the guy from Part.
Yeah, it's the guy from the like Phantom Menace once.
Yeah.
He lucked out so hard by getting that part, like a random B-list part in like episode 2 in like 1999, and now he's got his own show.
Yeah.
He's good though.
Yeah, he's very good.
I recommend it if you're into Star Wars. Book of Boba Fett. It's real good.
Yeah, better than Mandalorian.
I don't know. Mandalorian's good. It's good though.
Mandalorian is.
It's 2 episodes.
I know. We'll see.
Have you seen the Patton Oswalt thing from Parks and Rec?
Yeah, where he does the filibuster.
Yeah. And Patton Oswalt was a writer on Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is because everybody's playing that scene on the internet where it's like, and Boba Fett emerges
with a gauntlet from the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, and that's what happened.
Yeah, well, he was a writer on it. I didn't realize that.
I also didn't. Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, here we go. I'm trying to scroll through. Are we to the end?
Yeah.
Okay, now we can actually talk about. Oh, James, first time on the live. Welcome to the party. Okay, so we got through the comments. I do want to talk about 2020, although it's been over an hour. I want to do 2021 recap. Okay. We went on 7 trips.
Really?
I did. You didn't.
Yeah.
You went on like 5.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite backpacking experience of 2020?
I mean, my biggest trip was Colorado Trail, so I'll go with that. What else did we do? We did some hot tenting.
We did hot tenting.
I went to the Smokies for the very first time.
That was 2020.
Was it?
Yep.
Was that December?
Yep.
Oh, I thought that was January.
No, January we went to Mohican twice.
Yeah.
We were
learning the hot tent.
What we didn't do in 2021? We did not do our annual winter Vesuvius trip.
Yeah.
We did Vesuvius.
Mm-hmm.
We did Vesuvius with Miles and Sam, but we didn't. We got someone from Sweden. Welcome.
I don't know how to pronounce that.
How's it going in Sweden? It's late there, right?
Or early.
No, it's late. They're like 6 or 7 hours ahead of us.
Scott Foster says, "Hey guys, would you ever consider having your viewers call in live?"
Dude, Scott, we've done 2 call-in shows. Okay.
Wait, this is a backpacking channel? Question mark.
Okay,
this is whatever we want it to be.
True story. We did a call-in show 2 years ago. It was before COVID, right?
No. Yes, it was right before COVID when we got hammered.
You got hammered. Yeah. We did a call-in show. No, we did a second call-in show with Bryce here.
Yeah.
It was really fun. It's really hard to moderate that from like a technical perspective because we have people calling in and like spamming racist things live. And like we can't have that. But we'll do another one. What we did for the last call-in show was we kind of lined up some people ahead of time to call in, which might have been the way to do it. The first call-in show, which you can watch on YouTube, you can watch most of it. It went 5 hours, and we probably had 30 people call in.
Yeah.
It was really fun, honestly. But once again, it's very tough to moderate those. We have to bring in a third party to like run the setup, and like during COVID, that's weird because people don't want to do stuff. But we're gonna do it again.
2:30 in Sweden.
Yeah, I thought it was like 6 hours, 7 hours ahead. Hey, thanks for doing the late night with us. It's probably really cold there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bryce was in the call-in show last time.
Yeah.
We'll do another like drinking, menu podcast. I liked that one. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Still planning on doing
the last
the
one with
CT.
Bryce was fun.
Yeah, and we're trying to get Bryce to come to Michigan with us, TBD. So anything else about 2021 you want to talk about?
I'm trying to remember what we did. What did we do in the spring?
So we went to Mohican.
Yeah.
We went to...
We hot tented twice at Mohican.
We hot tented twice at Mohican.
You hot tented 2 more times after that. Before that.
I went to Zaleski and I did another one. We also, 2021, we took Dad to River Gorge. That was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I went to Yosemite. The Colorado Trail was the big trip. Before that, we did something. I had all these listed out on like a notepad in my phone.
Alex says for $500 I'll go hot tenting.
Would you pay her $500?
No.
I like that. I like the instantaneous no. Well, I actually wrote out. Okay, here we go. We went to Mohican Hot Tent. We went to Massacre Rim.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that was sweet.
We went to the middle of nowhere, Nevada, and we did some
For the
overlanding.
Dark Sky Sanctuary.
Yep. Colorado Trail. I went to Lake Erie and Yosemite, and then you went to River Gorge. So, yeah, kind of COVID throws a weird curveball into all this. It makes all this kind of hard to plan.
I love how everybody's ripping on Bryce's stupid new camper.
Yeah, I don't know this. I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No, he has he got a camper?
Yeah, he bought this Is
he towing it with the Tacoma?
Yeah, he put it in our group chat.
Really?
Yeah.
How did I miss that?
Yeah, picture of it.
Like, what kind of, like, describe it.
Oh, it's a piece of garbage. He paid $300 for it.
$300?
I think that's what he said.
Why did he get a camper?
He's bored. He wants to do something with it.
He's single now. Is he, is it like a pop-up?
No, it's like a teardrop style. Here, hold on.
Oh, I know. I know. How did I miss that? Did I not get that?
No, you're in the chat.
No, I know, but sometimes I don't. Okay, hold on. All right. No one's going to be able to see that. All right.
He just released a video.
Okay, you can go watch his video.
Yeah.
$300. What's it say on there? In memory of B. Shar?
Yeah.
Who is that?
I don't know. He bought it.
The camo.
Yeah, he's gonna like fix it up. He's gonna do a video series.
I'd pay $300 for that.
Where would you put it?
I don't know where I'd put it. Bryce doesn't have a ton of free time, does he?
No.
That's funny. All right. Anything else?
We should do a documentary on Bryce fixing up his camper.
We have a lot of people here.
126.
Yeah,
All right.
so we haven't done this in a while.
Yeah. That's a lot for us.
I want to do this next Sunday, next Saturday. You want to do this next Saturday? When we get back.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, people, we're going to do an Omicron live stream because I want to.
Yeah. I'm working out the dates for a guest for us.
The guest we've been discussing.
I was talking to him today.
Yeah, he's blue balling us.
I know.
He's blue balled me twice.
I know.
Yeah, we got some people. We're coming on. We'll be back next week. Stay safe, everybody. 2021 sucked.
I don't know. 2021 was good to me.
It just wasn't like I thought we'd be done with this in 2021.
Do you understand? You got to get over the fact that this mindset of things are going back to normal.
It's never going back to normal.
No.
Right, I know.
No, we're just going to learn to live with this.
I know.
And then eventually it'll fade to the background and be like,
no one will care about it.
Just
The
like,
stock market doesn't care about it anymore.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me. I've been waiting for the stock market to crash.
Cameron Youngstrom, is Bryce skilled to the point of actually fixing that thing up?
Bryce is pretty skilled.
Yeah,
he is. And he is, Bryce. So did I tell you what Bryce told me when he was here, when he was at this house for the first time and I had my new car? He's like, and I took him out for a spin. He's like, I'm kind of a car guy.
Shut up.
I was like, I know, Bryce. Yes, Bryce is a car guy. He's into cars. I don't know if that translates to camper skills, But Bryce is he's very mechanical engineering type, and I think he'll be good with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about the time.
Well, he's single now. Doesn't have any kids to raise.
He's got kids.
But not to raise.
Right. Good point.
So he's got time.
I don't know. He works a lot.
He does work a lot. Corey going to River Gorge. Nice. It's going to be real cold. That'll be fun, though.
Yeah.
It'll be a 4x4 super spreader trip.
Hey, I got a bunch of rapid test kits for us.
Here's the deal. When we go backpacking with other people, we have like a legitimate conversation with them. We're like, hey, I don't want to get COVID. You don't want to get COVID. When we've done this before, we're like, hey, let's just be smart. I'm not saying I care more about you having a negative COVID test than being vaccinated.
Yeah.
So like, don't have COVID and we'll be good. And we've gone backpacking like 6 or 7 times in the COVID era now and not gotten COVID. More than that.
Yeah.
And we just have these like responsible conversations with these people, and the people we backpack with are on the same page as us. They don't want to get COVID. So usually what we do is like 2 weeks before a trip, we just kind of isolate, and we've done that, and we have yet to get COVID from a backpacking trip, other than when I got COVID, in February of 2020 from JK on a backpacking trip. Other than that trip,
you didn't get COVID.
I'm pretty sure I got COVID.
No,
he COVID tested positive after that.
Months later.
Yeah, he tested positive for the antibodies after it. I know. So other than the first trip where I probably got COVID from a backpacking trip, I've not gotten COVID from a backpacking trip. Okay, you got the gloves on. Dude, they're nice, right?
Yeah, I have a set too. They're very nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Not worth $300. Bryce's camper.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I got to see the inside. Before I make the judgment of whether it's worth $300.
In his video, Bryce says it needs to be gutted.
Does he go inside in the video?
No.
Okay, that means it's real bad inside. If he doesn't even take the camera inside.
Well, his video that he released with it in there is like, here's what I'm doing in 2022, and he kind of gives he shows it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But he's gonna do like a series on it.
Okay.
Sounds like YouTube meetup in 2022.
Listen, I really want to do another meetup. I don't know what to do. I don't know.
I'll pass.
You would do one.
I don't want COVID.
But like, it's outside. We could do it in a way, right? Couldn't we?
Let's do like a YouTube meetup in like the coldest possible weather.
What's what we did last year? There's still like 80 people.
2 years ago.
I don't know what to do. I want to do a meetup. People want to do a meetup. We've talked about doing a meetup at a bar like we did, 2 or 3 years ago. We don't know what to do with the COVID situation because we don't want to have a super spreader event.
I don't want to be responsible for that.
We don't want to be liable or responsible for that. We're not going to do something where like I don't know. We could do something where we test everybody at the door, but that's a whole thing there. We don't generate enough money to pay for that. So I don't know what to do. We'd like to do a YouTube meetup. We've done it multiple times. Just the COVID thing, it's weird now. So I don't know what to do. If someone can come up with a great way to do it, if you want to bring like 100 rapid tests, or like, I don't know, you'd think like backpacking, we'd be fine outside, but I don't know.
Oh, we're going to do a 50 miler this year though.
You keep saying that.
Yeah.
I've gone down to the half marathon distance right now.
I mean, that's where I am too.
So that's real far from the 50-mile distance.
Just saying.
So I know you say that. I'm going the other way with the running. You're going like, what 50 miler do you want to do?
I don't know. I got an advertisement for a cool race actually where you have it's a 2 mile loop.
Okay.
You have 4 hours to do as many of those 2 miles loops as you want.
Okay.
Your best 3 loops are as what your time is going to be.
It's a 2 mile loop.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you just get there and race 3 2 mile loops and be done?
Or you do as whatever, like there's probably.
What's the point of this?
I don't know. You like break records of how many you can. I don't know.
No, but you said the whole point is your 3 fastest loops.
They said your time will be calculated from your.
So wouldn't you just show up there and sprint 3 loops and be done?
I guess, but I think there's some people like that obviously try to set records with like how many loops can you do in 4 hours.
Where is it?
Somewhere in Ohio.
Do you know what the loop is?
Mm-mm.
Is it like hilly?
They said it's a fast trail.
Meaning it's level?
It must be level.
Like fast meaning there's no hills?
Yeah, maybe.
So when we just like sprint 6 miles and be done?
Maybe.
Would you want to do like the backyard format ultra, which is this, but not with the 3 fast loop thing?
I don't know.
So the
I would do the 24-hour thing.
The backyard format ultra is where you do an ultra and it's a set loop, like a 2, 3, 4 mile loop, and you do as many loops as you can for a set amount of time.
I'd like to. What about like the concept that we were talking about of like a 5K every hour?
That's
for
like
24
this.
hours?
Yeah. So one thing that I read about people doing like years ago as a way to test food strategies and ultra running is you run a 5K, which is 3.1 miles, every hour on the hour for 24 straight hours. So you run 24 times 5, that's a 110K in 24 hours. So you run 100K, but every hour you only have to run. So you could in theory walk for 24 straight hours.
Mm-hmm.
Like a 3 mile an hour, 20-minute mile pace. You could walk, or you could run 10-minute miles and rest, run 30 minutes, rest 30 minutes, run 30 minutes, do that for 24 hours. Would you want to do that?
I kind of want to just see what it's like, because you would change up your strategy.
As you're getting towards the end of the 24 hours, you're probably walking.
You're run walking.
You're probably just walking.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right. Done?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay, everybody. We'll be back at some point next weekend. I don't know. It won't be Friday. We'll be out backpacking next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But sometime next weekend we'll be back. Thanks for joining. Happy 2022.
Yeah.
It's going to be better than 2021. It's going to be better. I'm confident.
I had a great 2021, so I'm not complaining.
I mean, I had a great 2021. Too.
I know it was hard on people, but mine was good. So
was it like better than 2019?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel very fortunate.
We get to work from home.
Yeah. Hybrid / work from home.
It's nice.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, stay safe. Do what you can. We got 3 weeks of this wave left. And then, I don't know. That's still the peak.
Yeah.
I think that's legit.
Okay.
And then we'll have another peak. What it'll be? Omicron, Mu. Well, I'm trying to think of the next Greek letter. Epsilon? Epsilon wave. That sounds pretty bad. All right, we're done.
All right, bye.